You're watching Network Radio. Live from the Media Broadcasting Center.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Living in Faith in Today's World. I'm your host, Mark Russell, and I just wanted to give a quick update to a post that I did in our group on Facebook just recently. I think it was September 2nd. I'm just checking all my buttons here and making sure everything is good, so I think we're fine to carry on. And I just wanted to switch over and do a screen share with you as well to let you see what was going on, and we'll catch up to here, and I'll just switch my screens over. And that, of course, is our Facebook group, Living in Faith in Today's World. Please stop by and join us. And the original post was, as I was saying, September 2nd. And that's, you can check it out there. I did a show on this 2 Sundays ago, describing everything and showing the videos and so forth. So I did want to do a little bit of an update here on what was transpiring with it, and be able just to follow through with the original show there. So basically, what has come with this is I've turned around and have contacted the roofing manufacturer themselves. Part of this was discernment, because of course we see things in North America, from Uganda and so many other parts of the world, and so many things are not what they appear to be. So we try to be discerning about it, and from there we do our best to be able to follow through. So part of that was at great length is on the original show that shows the possibilities of the discernment with the church itself, ID from the pastor, and a number of other things. So this, of course, led me to move forward with things and to keep going. So as I had mentioned, I did follow through with, this is their Facebook group, and of course it's King's Grace Church, Kiroba, Uganda. This is the gentleman that I've been dealing with, and of course some descriptions and so forth, so you can go by and check their Facebook group as well. But what was more to the point here was I contacted a number of different roofing companies in Uganda. I wanted to check out their specs and so forth. I also went to the actual political sites there and checked out the manufacturing ruling, grading of companies and so forth. Roofing Group was one of the strongest ones there, and it also turns out they are the supplier for that area. And King's Church is dealing with one of their reps in the closest local town. So that all panned out and so forth. And they ended up having a Facebook group page as well, which I've was messaging through them and discerning some of their information on their page and so forth. So that happened to all check out. Now, along with this, as you'd see in the first show, the original quote here was for 31.17, and that came from the actual representative from their local town. And then, of course, it changes over to Uganda shillings, which is approximately 3,200 per $1. So basically, they get a pretty good steel roof, which would be pretty permanent and fixed for what's 31.17 in Argo. So with checking with the manufacturer, I was able to get an absolute quote from them, which allowed me to double check the local distributor as well. They were able to compile their full quotation on the same thing, basically minus the labor. And as you can see, nobody ever seems to be able to spell my name right, but that's fine since I don't own the surname, which is, of course, a different topic altogether. So I don't mind not going by Fanjoy whatsoever, and that's why I use my God-given names, Mark Russell, in case anybody happened to be wondering there. My full name is Mark Russell Fanjoy, using the surname that belongs to the crown, but I prefer my God-given names, so that's what I go by. But I do digress. The final total for all the materials for the roof ended up being 8,829,000 shillings, and of course that's scary for us. But basically, I've checked through on a number of days through this last week on the different exchange rate, and it's basically around 3,600. Just depends on the day. It goes up and down with the market. And I've also checked with my bank so that I have discovered we're able to directly go from at least our Canadian funds over, which saved us an awful lot. But by, of course, any means that I can get help for this through our U.S. families and our U.S. brothers and sisters, that exchange actually goes an awful lot further, because we wouldn't be changing from Canadian dollars over to American dollars and then American dollars into their shilling, which in our case for Canada ends up being an awful lot. Between all the different bank fees and processing fees and exchange rates and all the rest of it. So this was the other benefit that going directly to the manufacturer had for us, was not only the discernment of it, but I'll pull up my my other one here. This was my contact that received from the actual manufacturer. There's all the numbers and so forth. You're also welcome to contact them directly. And this is one of the big benefits as well, that if our American brothers and sisters ever put anything together, they will be able to do things directly with them. And we are setting up this. I'm waiting for a final email back today that they'd be able to do a direct deposit into their account or a transfer, and be able to have it credited to the account. And again, this was for my discernment purpose is as well as everybody else's. So I'll just show you here that she not only along with the quote, but gave me a number of the different banks that this company uses throughout the country, through different cities and so forth. So we are discerning what is going to be the best bank for us to be able to use, and um, and go from there. So I will also post that in the Facebook group. Uh, but I'm making the first transfer over probably on Monday. So that will allow us again to eliminate all of these banking fees and keep as much of the money going to what is actually needed, instead of this banking cartel that seems to like to pillage everything that we try to do. So this is again for discernment and for the purposes of utilizing the best part of the money that is possible. So with that being said, I'll follow up on what group that is going to go, and I'll also post the receipt up. In which case, everybody will have that information as well. So that kind of covers the information part. As far as where things stand right now, the church itself had gained donations and gifting equaling about 1,500,000 shillings. And with the difference between the quotations, it works out to being about between $2,500 and $2,600 for buying the material directly from the manufacturer, which is saving about $300 US off of the other quotation, hereabouts, all depending on exchange rates and so forth. But it did save us a little bit, and then also being able now to have a deposit or a transfer, wire transfer directly into their account is saving us the bank fees as well. So all said and done, we probably gained about 10 to 15% savings on being able to do things this way, and an awful lot of discernment and security for us, I believe, on trying to accomplish something decent. So that is the avenue of going to right now. Up to date on things, I have shared this, as I will this, in a number of groups around Facebook and through email and so forth. It has the original message received a lot of likes and a lot of amens and so forth. Um, but I can't do this myself. Anybody who knows me or has followed anything that I've been doing, uh, by all means know I'm not rich or anything else. I am out working every day just to survive like the rest of us. So for myself, I found this, and to me, this spoke to me. Um, and I was basically guided to do this, and my position is I'm going to obey what I'm led to do. So with that, means I'm going to do whatever I can. And in my case, I'm trying to put this together. I'm trying to do the discernment of things. I'm trying to make the best possible deal and so forth that I can do. And and for my end of it, I will be taking on an extra day's worth of work a week, and that proceeds will go directly to this. Um, I'll be really honest. I would be amiss if I wasn't disappointed in absolutely non-responses from things. Um, if you're interested in helping, please contact me either through the group or my personal page. Message me. I'll give you all the details. I'll give you whatever information you require. Um, we're trying to do this as direct as possible so that you feel secure in things, but also that the best use of the funds actually go to exactly what it's supposed to go. And all we're doing is trying to, and all I'm doing with this is trying to get the material done um, and ordered from the manufacturer. The labor part now is being taken care of from the church side of it itself with the original contractor, with the donations that they've received so far. So that part of it is completed. Now we just have to put the funds for the material together. So this is again will either take an awful lot of time if it ends up being only me that does things. I hope not, and I hope the Lord speaks to you, and that you find this a worthy endeavor for a little bit of funds. I think for the sake of $2,600 to give a permanent structure for people to praise our Lord and to give the schooling a roof, and the utilization of this is a solid purpose and is a solid use of our resources. And let's face it, it takes 300 of us with $10. I mean, get together with some friends again in order to save the fees and everything else. Get together with some friends or whatever, and put these $10 together each, and do the process that way. It'll again save the fees. You can message me again through either the group or my personal Facebook page, and then again, of course, by email. That's CanadaTheNation at gmail.com. Again, CanadaTheNation at gmail.com. God bless. I hope to have another update within the middle or towards the end of next week that this is all completed and that we've accomplished some good and be able to share some light instead of just all of the doom and gloom through this September. So, again, thank you for all your support, and please share this around, and let's get this done. It's time we do something good and positive instead of just complaining. God bless, and we will see you on Sunday for the regular edition of Living in Faith in Today's World.